What's up, Hedgehog Maniacs and Doki Fanatics? Logic 17 here. Back with more Doki Storm. Of course, this is a mod for Doki Literature Club. The last time we saw me play, Yuri was, in a way, upset about how things turned out and everything. But that dream at the beginning of that last video, what transpired. This is the main menu screen right now. The first time, Yuri just had the Book of Portugal Markarp. Second time, Yuri had the knife. Now, as you can see, Yuri's covered in blood. It's got something to do with that dream. I have a feeling. And when I opened the mod, instead of this mod is disturbing, heed all content warnings, instead it said, I warned you. I wonder if that was a message from the mod creator. Honestly, the more I go into this, the more chills I get. Time to see how this goes. Because it's time to dive in, and let's do it to it! Instead, he's talking to Monica. They're each holding up papers in front of themselves. Is she trying to steal them away again? This is getting tiresome. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Poems? I'm a little stunned. Didn't we do that yesterday? I suddenly realized I'm the only one from not holding a sheet of paper. Even Natsuki, looking bored, sitting in the corner, has one. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad you took all the time you need. I give her a weary look. Something about her tone makes me wonder if she knows what I left the room for. And also makes me wonder all over again if she is somehow able to sense my thoughts. You have no idea how right you are about that proportion, Yuri. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. I'm feeling rattled. I nervously turn to my bag and get my notebook. The way my memory has been lately, it's possible that I actually did write a poem and just forgot about it. When I start flipping through my notebook, it's completely full of pages and pages of other nonsense. Still, that'll have to do. I take the first page, since it at least has a title. Oh boy. I honestly didn't think they were gonna share with each other first. But I kinda got the hint before the end of that last recording. I could just imagine how this is gonna go down. Yeah, my papyrus impression is kicking in. So I'm occupied with Monica, so I approached Natsuki instead. I present my poem, such as it is, to her. What the hell? I realize it's rather abstract. I didn't expect you to understand. Yeah. Surprise, surprise! Use me all fancy, as usual. I bet you've been showing off for X too, huh? I do my best to summon up all my self-confidence. I don't have to show off for Son X. He wants me for who I am.
It's the other way around, Yuri. But then again, it's Monica doing the tampering.
Ew! Seriously? Do you have to? Ah! Look, Yuri! Can we just not fight today? I've got a lot to deal with lately, and, well, I just...
There's a long pause.
Earlier today, you apologized to me, and I don't know. I thought maybe...
She flushes deeply, making a visible effort to get the words out.
Can we be friends?
Friends? She wants to be friends? Odd thoughts of our previous conflict go right out my head, to be replaced with a feeling of excitement. I imagine how much I like to cut into her and taste her sweet blood again. That's something that friends can do, right? My mind is racing with all the possibilities.
Never mind. That was a stupid thing to say. Just forget it.
No, that's alright. Being friends would be nice. In fact, I wanted to be friends with you for a long time. I think.
Really? Me too. But if you tell anyone I said that, I'll kill you. It's just that things have been really rough at home lately. Like rougher than usual.
Yeah. I understand what Natsuki is talking about.
And I don't just mean because I don't have much money. And I could really use a friend.
Well, perhaps. Am I really thinking of suggesting this? I could introduce you to some of my friends. They always cheer me up when I'm feeling down.
Oh, okay, sure.
My excitement builds as I pull Pyro out of my pocket. This is Pyro. Pyro, meet Natsuki. Would you like to hold him?
That's okay, Yuri. You keep your friends to yourself.
Oh.
Oh boy. I could just imagine how the rest of this is gonna go down.
After a long pause, I awkwardly put Pyro back in my pocket. My mind is assailed with crush and disappointment. How dare she? Does she have any idea what it means to me to share my friends? Why would she pretend to want to be friends just to reject me like that?
It wasn't a trick, Yuri.
It really was a trick after all, wasn't it? She just wanted to hurt me even more. I feel anger well up inside me. Perhaps I should read your poem now. I give her poem a quick glance as she hands it to me.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is cute. It's the cutest poem I've ever read.
Hey, knock it off!
It's just as cute as you are, with your cute little ribbons and your cute pouty face.
Come on, you don't have to be such a jerk about it.
Has anyone ever told you that you're cute when you're angry?
Stop! Stop!
Not cutesy.
That was too far, Yuri. I know that Monica was a mess with your personality, but that was too far.
Natsuki abruptly runs out of the room. Good riddance.
Shut up, Yuri!
Hey there, Yuri. Any idea why Natsuki left the club room all of a sudden?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay. She looked kind of upset. I just kind of wondered if you did something to her.
Oh, you know how she is. She's always worrying about something.
Shut up, Yuri!
I guess you could say that. Well, as we show our bumps now.
I suppressed the wave of irritation I'm feeling. I want to share with Sonia X first, but it doesn't look like there was a graceful way out of this. She hands me her poem. At first, I think I'm hallucinating again. I have to stare at it for a long time before I reach the conclusion that it's not my imagination that there are letters missing from some of the words. At first it seems to be about pain and torment. But I like the part about the knife on the bleeding ribcage. It makes me think lustful thoughts. Who is Monica having lustful thoughts about? It had better not be Sonia X. Why must I compete with everyone for him? He should be mine.
So, what do you think?
I think we'll see who wins in the end.
Okay then.
She looks either confused or perturbed, or maybe a combination of the two. It's good. Maybe if I could keep her off balance, it'll give me a better chance. I gaze coldly at her, and I hand her my own poem.
What the? I mean, when I saw Natsuki's poem, I thought it just meant I broke something, but this? This is something else. It turns out to be quite unpredictable, Yuri. And I haven't decided if that's good or bad.
I can't make sense of what Monica is saying. And I'm not sure it's because of my fuzzy headedness or if she really is just spouting nonsense. Probably bad. For you. I take my poem back from her, trying to hold myself with as much dignity as I can muster.
Are you feeling alright, Yuri?
I look over to where Sonia X is waiting patiently for me. I feel better than I ever had in my life.
Haven't you made fun of Natsuki?
I'm feeling weird that Monica is still targeting me, but I stopped caring.
It was MC.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you're in for today. As he hands me his poem, I feel now familiar rush of blood at the sensation of holding one of his belongings. I enjoy it so much. It makes me not care about how cutesy his poem is. I let out a sign. I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there were some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. The rush from my pounding heart is making me feel giddy. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. I can tell that this isn't doing much to endear myself to him. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. As he's looking at my poem, I can't help feeling a sense of inadequacy. Even though no one else's poem was particularly impressive, mine was as well have been a bunch of random words. I'm having trouble reading his expression when he hands it back to me. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Oh boy. The screen is getting all fuzzy.
I'm okay. Did we share poems already? He's holding my poem, right? What did I just... I'm no longer sure what's happening, except for an overwhelming feeling that I'm making a fool out of myself. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. This is too much. I need to calm myself again. I have to do that in private, right? The room swings as I make my way to the door. And I almost run into Natsuki as she's coming back in. She pushes past me without a word.
Oh boy.
Okay, everyone.
I don't think I can leave the room unnoticed now.
But they're reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so everyone can sit in front of the room.
I join everyone else in the seats at the front, clutching my hands together to hide how fidgety they are.
It says about the festival. Well, sort of. Yeah, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good, just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members.
As much as I loathe the idea of agreeing with Natsuki, I don't think I can bring myself to focus on festival preparations right now. My mind is too scattered. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay?
Tune out the rest of the conversation. Who cares about the festival? I'm vaguely aware that there was an argument happening between Monika and Natsuki, but it feels irrelevant. I'd much rather fantasize about Side X, imagining all the things I'd like to do to him. I could start by cutting his extremities, his hands and feet, work my way along his arms and legs. Suddenly I hear my name.
You never even talked until Side X joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home.
Never mind, it's just Natsuki whining again. Back to fantasizing. Maybe someday, when our relationship is more firmly established, I'll be able to cut more deeply into him. I close my eyes and imagine it, enjoying the rapturous feeling of being inside him, entwining my fingers with his intestines. Thinking about it arouses me so much. I'm gonna have to change my underwear when I get home. Suddenly, I'm aware of a heavy silence in the air.
MC is really worried.
What has Natsuki done now? Now you have done it, Natsuki!
What? Me? I just spoke my mind! Is it a crime to be honest?
I can't imagine what she must have said. It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak to anyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all! I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends! Is that a problem was that a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me! And Alberta wants to take it away from me!
She's not taking anything away.
No, Sonic! It's not the same! It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
She glances at me one more time before looking away to pack up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki! Natsuki doesn't look at me as she walks out of the classroom. Why am I feeling so guilty? Why am I feeling so bad about this?
You should feel bad.
I should be glad that I'm rid of Natsuki, for the moment. Monika's in the corner with her face in her hands. I'm practically alone with Sonic X right now. I should be taking advantage of it. Am I ruining my chances with him again? This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
You need to shut up, Yuri.
Am I still thinking about Natsuki? Why can't I focus? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Did I say that out loud? I know I keep asking myself that, but I'm really not sure this time. Why do I keep feeling compelled to talk about Natsuki? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Sonic? What do you want to get out of this club? There, I'm rather pleased with how I asked that. Very proper and professional. For once, my pounding heart isn't overwhelming my ability to speak.
I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see. Despite the haze in my mind, I could tell that was a rather non-committal response. It didn't really answer the question of whether or not he wants to try to get more members. So I guess he's leaving it up to me. Which means the answer is obvious. I should go with the option that frustrates Natsuki. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we go and talk to Natsuki tomorrow.
I nod, smiling, picturing all of us going against Natsuki together. Put her in her place.
Hey, Yuri!
Eh? I almost forgot that Monica is still here.
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend.
Fred! 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 Monica? I'm so overjoyed that Monica wants to be friends that I want to pull on my knife and to cut my throat right now. No! Wait! I should cut my throat, then I would die. That wouldn't be right.
You think?
Why did that thought even enter my head? Obviously I don't want to die. Maybe I'm not under control as I thought.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Sonny X?
Please don't take us the wrong way, but I'm going to jump for a little bit with Sonic X before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important for me, as president.
Now I feel torn. I really want to spend more time with Sonny X, but something about Monica calling me a friend awakens a deep longing in me. As troubling as my memories and emotions have been lately, I know that Monica has been someone I've looked up to for a long time. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow!
Monica gives a cheerful wave as I leave. Once I'm out of the club room, doubt starts to creep in. Am I sure this wasn't another trick to get rid of me? Should I go back in and lay my claims on him? I'm still feeling a raw hunger to do things to him, but I force myself to leave instead. Because I've got a better idea. I start walking, almost as if my feet had a mind of their own. They guide me to a place from forgotten memory. Is this the right house?
Wait a minute.
I suppose this is why I found out if my years of people watching have paid off. My memory is as hazy as ever, but I recall that I've only seen it from a distance. I wonder why I was never brave enough to approach it before. I summoned all my confidence and ring the doorbell.
Who the hell is that? Hello?
It's him! I was hoping you'd remember me, but the confused look on his face says otherwise. That could make things awkward. Hi. I don't know if my own memory is coherent enough to fill the gaps for him. You and I have only met once before, I think. So it's understandable that you don't remember me. I wish I learned his name at some point.
No. I've never seen you before. There's no way I forget tits like those.
I'm suddenly conscious of the fact that he hasn't been making eye contact since this conversation began. By force of habit, I hold my hands in front of my chest. Futile though that may be. This isn't going well. The fact that he brought up my worst feature saps what little confidence I have. But I know I have to press on. I strain to recall my details I can.
Wait a minute. Was this the guy that punched Yuri in the face when she told us about this to Natsuki during Act 1 at the mall? Was that the same guy?
You came to me when I was reading my anatomy book. You asked me about it. I talked to you about how the human body works. You called me a know-it-all.
Holy crap. Yeah, I remember you now. That was a long time ago. You're that creepy chick that was going on about blood and bones and crap.
Yes! I could barely restrain myself from jumping up and down in excitement. And then you punched me in the face. I can't help grinning. Now they were finally making a connection.
So what? You looking for an apology or something?
Apology? For what? He left marks on me. That's a sign that he likes me, right? Am I remembering the wrong details wrong?
No?
No. I just thought. I look away bashfully as I continue. Perhaps you like some more intimacy.
What the hell? Screw you, idiot. No one wants to put their... You know, in crazy.
Well, perhaps you'd like to consider putting crazy in your...
Ugh. Oh!
Did Yuri just... I continue giggling all the way home. She just...
Oh my god.
I'm still grinning as I enter the room. My room. Casually licking his blood off of Pyro's blade. Did you like my little joke, Pyro? I thought you would.
Man, this is really getting crazy now.
And yes, I thought that went well too. It was just what I needed. Maybe I'll visit him again tomorrow.
I don't think there's a chance of that. I think you just killed him.
I feel like writing about this. I pull out my fresh piece of paper and sit at my desk. I try to recall everything I felt during the experience as I write, but it seems to come back to me garbled. I'm too excited to keep my hands from shaking. I need something to calm me down. I think this would be a good time for some tea.
Even the kitchen looks bloody. Oh man. Ugh. Focus.
The kitchen looks exactly as I remember it. It seems that my parents are home early. My mom is sitting at the kitchen table with a book in front of her. My dad is in front of the kitchen counter. Of course, they don't look up or speak when I come in. They never do. Sometimes I wonder if they even know I'm alive. My dad is blocking the way to the kettle. I stand behind him, waiting for my turn. It seems like he always manages to be in an inconvenient location. It's getting quite aggravating. I'm trying to be patient, but my hands are starting to twitch into anger. I can't wait any longer. Move, Dad. He doesn't move. He doesn't even look up. I said move! I roughly shove him aside. He still doesn't look at me. But at least he's not in the way anymore.
Man.
I fill the kettle with water and start to heat it for the tea. While I'm waiting for the boil, I entertain myself by jumping in the puddle in the middle of the floor. Splash! 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 I'm being silly, I know it, but I still can't help giggling at the pretty patterns I'm making on the walls. It makes me smile. Imagining inviting Sanyags over to admire the impromptu artwork I'm creating. I know he'll like it, and then I could take it right here on the kitchen table, using one of the many knives to choose from here. Speaking of knives, the bread knife catches my eye. It looks like my dad was cutting bread earlier and left it out. I could do with some bread right now, I think. As I start to cut the bread, I'm annoyed to realize how stale it is. My parents must have left it out all day. How inconsiderate! But I cut my fingers a few times, and that makes me feel a little better about it. Still, I could use something to moisten the bread a little. Maybe. I glance over at my dad. He has the chef knife. I can put that to use. I'm sure he won't mind if I just take it. He doesn't seem to be using it right now anyway. I grabs the handle of the knife. It takes a couple of tugs to get it out. It's embedded pretty deep. When I get it out of him, it brings a flesh full of blood that adds to the puddle on the floor.
Oh. No way! Did... Were Yuri's parents dead too? Man.
I spread his blood on the piece of bread and I cut and give it a taste.
Oh man, that is wrong, Yuri. That is just plain wrong. You're the Doki that scares me the most. Oh man.
The texture of the bread is much improved. That's just where I need it. Thanks, Dad. Again, he doesn't respond or look up. Maybe he's still mad at me for raising my voice earlier. I'm sorry for losing my temper. I just had a stressful day at school. I guess it's made me pretty excitable. Still no response. Maybe I should just focus on the tea. Soon I finish prepping the tea and I pour myself a cup. I taste it. It's missing something. I survey the room, getting ideas. And I walk over to where Mom is sitting. I run my fingers over the surface of the table, but the blood is all dried.
She did kill her parents.
It's covered in her book. I don't know how she can expect it to read like that, but I don't judge. I find a fresh source of blood by dipping my finger into the hole in her throat.
Wondering if that dream... Wait. I just had a scary thought. That sequence that happened at the start of my last recording. Was Yuri dream killing? Because I remember. In the dream, Yuri sliced Monika's throat. That must have been her mother. And when Yuri stabbed Natsuki during that dream, must have been her father. I don't know what to think anymore. Focus.
I stirred the tea with my finger and tasted it again. Much better. Good enough that I decided to mix some of my oolong leaves for next time. Thanks, Mom. She doesn't respond. I guess both my parents are giving me the silent treatment.
That's because you killed them while you were sleep killing.
That's nothing new, of course. I'm still thinking about as I put my bread on a plate and prepare to go back upstairs. There are so many wonderful things that are going on in my life lately. I just wish my parents could share my enjoyment of it. That I could have some kind of relationship with them. Well, now that I think about it, what's stopping me? I'm almost out of the room when I turn back to face them. Mom? Dad? I just want to say I'm sorry for being difficult lately. I want you to know I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I love you. Why can't I say it? Never mind. Embarrassed, I quickly head back to my room.
Man.
This all reminds me that I have to tell Sonic X I love him soon. How will I be able to say that to him? I can't even bring myself to say it to my parents. I think about this as I'm eating my bread and drinking my tea. I think it's time for me to get serious. And stop thinking about friendships and casual relationships and rebuild the romance between me and Sonic X. The more I think about it, the more rose I feel. A smile comes across my face as I take my uniform off. I take a seat on my bed and look over my body. I see there are still a lot of areas untouched by my friends. It's still Pyro's turn today, so I picked him up and choose a spot. I bring the point of Pyro's blade in contact with my abdomen. I ever so gently allow Pyro to penetrate my skin. This will be an exercise in self-control. I don't want to go too deep just now. Just enough to draw a pretty picture. I slowly, carefully drag Pyro across the surface of my skin, taking in the sensations of the experience as I complete the pattern I have in mind. When I finish, I take a moment to admire my work. I now have a heart drawn around my navel.
It's kind of reminded me of another mod that I played back in 2018, during the month of October. Before that terrible moment that happened to Natsuki.
It looks like a little excessively bloody right now, but will look very nice when it scars. And Sonic will surely appreciate the romantic implications. I can't wait to be able to share with him. And speaking of sharing, I find myself thinking about earlier today, sharing a portrait of Markov with him. Even though I behaved a little embarrassingly, it makes me look forward to tomorrow, when I'll surely be able to share with him some more. And it gives me another idea. I grin to myself as I remove my bra, and I take up Pyro again. I can't help giggling as I drag it across my left breast, drawing a circle. When I finished, I look at my work and bust out laughing. It looks like I have a third eye.
Probably censored for good reason. Man.
I lie back on my bed and laugh and laugh and laugh. This is the best thing I've ever done. I really consider doing the same with my other breast, but I really reject the notion. A fourth time would just be silly. I lied to you. Can't continue to daydream about Side X. Side X. Side X. Side X. Side X.
Man.
Soon he'll be mine, body and soul. I giggle, especially his body. Every part of his body. Every piece. Thinking about it makes me want to write some more. I take up Side X's pen and sit on my desk again. But as soon as I sit down, my breast comes in contact with the page, smearing blood on it.
That explains the blood of that poem that Yuri presented to MC before she. Well, sorry for the spoiler. I wonder how it's gonna look from Yuri's perspective.
At first, I'm annoyed at how inconvenient large my breasts are that they keep getting in the way, but I decided to work with it, using my fingertips to spread my blood across the page. It's more artistic that way. As I resume writing, I come to appreciate how the blood complements my poem. The more I look at it, the more I admire it. The more I feel like this could be a good gift for Side X. A poem that has a little something for both of us. Though I think it could do with some little more for me. I know just what to do. I'm dreamily thinking about it as I change into my pajamas, and I take the poem to bed with me.
I'm gonna have to stop here, Hedgehog Maniacs. I don't know what to say. I need to regain focus and continue with this, but I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to stop. What Yuri did and everything. From killing that guy she claims to have punched her in the face when he called her a know-it-all. Just, I don't know. And the fact that the kitchen was all bloody, and her bedroom was bloody too. I know this had something to do with Monika's tampering, but I don't even know anymore. For now, Sonic X17 is signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down below. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to me so you'll check out the rest of my content, and you can also check out the videos you see here on the screen. I told you to stop doing that, Monika!